Boy, do I have some deliciousness. It is a lemon ricotta fusilli and a beautiful spinach that is so healthy for us. Pero la prima cosa che deve fare è prendere il fadale. The first thing that we need to do is to put on a fadale. What did I say in Italian is the first thing that we need to do is to put on an apron. And what I have here is that I took this deliciousness. I am gluten-free. And this is an organic quinoa. It's made with organic quinoa and all the wonderful things, and it's gluten-free, vegan, and corn-free. They are not sponsoring me. They're not paying for me to say this, but I want to bring this to you to help you with your health. And it's amazing. It tastes just like pasta. So what I want to do is I've been cooking this fusilli. I'm doing 8 ounce. Let me go ahead and get my fadale tied here, so it doesn't go all over the place, because I'm so excited to bring this easy peasy dish. You know, my mom would make this when it would be hot. And no matter what houses you go to, they'll have a different version. So this is my mother's version with mine. What I have here is that I have quite a bit of spinach. All I did was to wash it. And then what I want to do now is that I want to take my hot fusilli that I just cooked, and I want to bring them over here like so, guys. And I'm just going to just put them right over my wonderful spinach. And what this does, it will make the spinach, because we don't want to really cook the spinach, because this is going to be like a hot salad. And right now it's almost lunchtime, and I want to mangia, I am hungry. So what I want to do is I just want to get all of my fusillis right on top of my spinach, because what it's doing is the fusilli, you know, being so hot, is going to start working on the spinach to, you know, to start making it more less. Come si chiamano? Mi è scordato lo che stava dicendo. What did I say? I forgot what I was trying. You know, I am trying to tell you. It is wilted. Wilted. That is the English word I was looking for. You know, for an Italian. So now what we want to do is we want to put this on the side. That is how simple and easy peasy that is. What I have here is 2 tablespoons of olive oil, and we're going to take that 2 tablespoons of olive oil in a bowl like this, because now we're going to be making the dressing that's going to go with this. This is a vegetarian dish. Now, you know, my mom, sometimes she would put beans, if she cooked beans the night before. You know, sometimes she would put beans, sometimes she would not put any beans. Sometimes it would just be, you know, the way I'm showing it to you. So 2 tablespoons of olive oil goes here. And then what I took is I took a bunch of green, you can use scallions, but in my case, I am using green onions, because, you know, that is what I grew up with. And I really want to keep this as authentic as possible. So that goes into that little bowl. We're done with that. And then what I am going to do now is that I have a teaspoon of dried oregano. And you know, when you get your oregano, I don't know about you, I'm using Mexican oregano. It has just such a potent and pungent, you know, flavor to that. And you see what I'm doing? I am opening, when I put it between my fingers, I am releasing the oils. Yes, so that goes all in there like that. Done with that. And then what I have here is a teaspoon of red pepper flakes, you know, for a little bit of spice, because you know my father would always say, a little bit of spice is good for your blood. All right, so then to this now I have, in my case, I'm using 3 garlic minced. You can use less if you want, but I am using 3, but you could use 2. It's going to give a nice flavor to all of this. So we are done with that. Then what I have here is I have 2 zest and 1 juice of lemon. So there's 2 zest of 2 lemons and 1 juice of 1 lemon. And then I still have my little lemon right over here that I have already grated, and that's going to be right in there like so. Easy peasy, very easy and very tasty. Then what I have here is I have 1 cup of grated Parmesan cheese that I'm just going to add right there. And then what I have here is what I use is I used a 1/3 cup of Parmesan cheese, and I'm going to be using a 1/3 cup of whole milk ricotta. And then what I did is, you know, the ricotta that I am using, I strain it really well so it's nice, you know, nice and like it is like so, not super runny. Okay, that takes care of that. And then what I have here is a teaspoon of salt and a teaspoon of black pepper. And then what I have is I'm going to put it all in there like that. Very easy transaction. We are all done with that. I'm not going to be using this so I can keep that clean, less dishes. And then what we want to do is we want to start implementing these guys in here. Now I'm going to be utilizing the pasta water. So be very careful, and I'm using 1 scoop of the pasta water because the pasta water makes this dish. A lot of people, they throw the pasta water away, you know, and you can do so after, you know, it's finished. Let me grab a fork, or maybe a spoon, might work better. And I just want to start mixing it all together. Just mixing it all together. All the flavors, everybody's coming together here with the pasta water. Because, you know, we have quite a bit of things over here, too. And then what I want to continue to do is I just want these guys to kind of hang out with this, just like that. And I'm just going to put this to the side. Then what I want to do is I want to bring your attention to freshness. And this is I'm going to be utilizing a tablespoon of fresh oregano and 1 tablespoon of basil. And then I grow my own. So what I have here is 2 different basils. I love to use different. And I have some Greek basil right here that I'm going to be utilizing. Look how pretty that is. And then some Spinach oregano. I like to use, basil. I like to use different basils. You know, there's Italian basil, there's Spanish basil. There's a lot of different basil depending on what parts of the countries. You know, you go to Spain, they have their own basil. And boy, they are very tasty. So I think I have, and you know what, and I really do not mind putting a lot of wonderful basilico. So basil in Italian, everybody, basilico, basilico. And now we are going to be putting on here the oregano. And what I have here is I have Greek oregano, and I also have Spanish oregano, fresh. Because, you know, we need to have fresh. Because the freshness is what gives this dish such an amazing flavor. And you guys got to try this dish. You know, you go to different parts of Italy, depending on whose house you go to, they make it different. So everybody's different depending on the region. You know, some make it with cow's milk, some make it with sheep's milk. I'm talking about the ricotta. The ricotta. The ricotta, you can have it in goat cheese ricotta. You can have cow ricotta. You can have sheep ricotta. So what I have here is, you can see I have quite a bit. So we are just going to be chopping this in here. We're just going to chop, 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 because what we want to do is we want this to just go all over this beautiful dish, this beautiful pasta. And don't throw the pasta water away because we don't know yet. We don't know. See, it's hard for, you know, I know everybody wants measurements, and sometimes it's hard to kind of measure, depending on what pasta you are using. I am using gluten-free pasta. Because gluten, I can go to Italy and eat all the pasta in the world and I don't get sick. I eat pasta here and it makes me sick. I don't know why. So gluten-free has helped me tremendously, you know, so for you not to be sick. So as you can see, you know, I am doing quite a bit over here. Don't be afraid, because this is the time to really utilize those herbs, guys. You know, it's so easy to grow oregano. It's so easy to grow basilico. Oregano, basilico, you know, and it's a staple in every Italian household. Well, anyways, in my family of origin, we know my grandparents, my parents, we always had a garden, And, you know, and that garden gave us a lot of wonderful food. So now that I have this right here, freshness, I'm going to put in here all of that in there with this. Extra punch, extra flavor, extra deliciousness. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Who would have thought, right? I absolutely love ricotta. And I am actually very sensitive to milk. But in this case, for some reason, it doesn't really bother me because, you know, we're only utilizing a 1/3 cup of whole milk ricotta in here. Okay, so then now I bring this over here. Look at this beautiful thing. And now, by now, as you can see, you know, most of the spinach, but I just want to keep it like that. I don't want to mix anything yet. Get yourself, you know, 2 of these guys. And then what we want to do is we want to take this deliciousness that we worked so hard for that. You see all this beautifulness? Look at this beautifulness. Look at this beautifulness. And spinach goes beautifully with this dish. I want to get every little thing here because I really, 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 really love this dish. And it's actually, you know, you think it's heavy, but it's not. You know, it's a nice summer, you know, spring dish. There's so many different salads. Like I said, in Italy, there's beautiful salads. So then what I want to do now is that I want to come and I'm going to take another 1 hot cup here and I'm just going to add it right on there. So far we have used 2 of these scoops. How much does that make? Measure, if you need to measure, but I'm just doing it by the eye. Okay, so now we are going to start mixing this beautifulness. Oh, baby, yes, yes, yes. Oh, mamma mia. Look at this beautifulness. Oops, it went on the other side. It wants me to try and taste it. Oh, I will, trust me. So look at this beautifulness. See, the olive oil with everything is working together to make this beautiful. Oh, mamma mia. I'm telling you, it's something that we always, I always say, oh, mamma mia, but let me tell you, this is a mamma mia dish. This is a beautiful mamma mia dish. And make sure that you get everything, you know, get it all in there, you know, get everybody into the pool here. Everybody comes to the party. Everybody comes to the party with this deliciousness. Look at this beautifulness. So then the way that I would serve this is get yourself a nice platter like this, or a bowl. Let me turn this over. What I want to do is I want to get my 1 lemon over here because, you know, we don't like to throw anything away. So I'm just going to take the tips off the lemon like so. And then, you know, what I like to do with these, I like to cut these pieces and put in my food presser and keeps my food pressers nice and clean. Hey, there's always a reason. I'm going to put this guy down. I'm going to cut this guy in half again. You know, there's a little white thing over there. Cut that one in half like that. So I have 4 of those beautiful pieces over here because this is all about celebrating spring and summer. And then bring this beautifulness over here. Let me move this out of the way so I don't knock that over. Because, you know, we do have accidents in this kitchen. And I'm a 1-woman show, but my husband comes running. Thank goodness he works from home because it makes it so much easier. Now, if you want to, you know, you can serve it in this beautiful thing for your family. But, you know, we're having guests for lunch today, so we're excited. So our friends that are visiting from another place, so they're coming for lunch. So they should be here any minute now. And we're excited because, you know, this is something that they, you know, they're from Napoli. So this is going to be a lovely dish I think that they're going to really love. So I'm just piling it on here. As you can see, I'm just keep piling it. All right, and I'm going to get my done. Oh, yeah. Oh, mamma mia. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. And then, you know, because, you know, we want to make sure that everybody knows, I'm going to grab me some black pepper. Because, you know, this really needs a good black pepper to go on top. Now, you can add more cheese, but I don't really add more cheese, but you can. I like to put a lot of black pepper. There's something about the black pepper that really works with this. And then I want to come and bring my lemons like so. Put 1 on each side, so then we know. Are you ready to see this amazing, delicious lemon ricotta fusilli and spinach? Look at this, beautiful, delicious. Do you see? Look at the yumminess of this. Enjoy this lemon ricotta fusilli with amazing spinach, and thank you so much for joining, and God bless every single one of you. God bless.